News. What is it?
We do not have any reports of fatalities yet, but we believe that the death toll may be in the hundreds of millions.
Can you hold it in your hand?
Beaverton has only a population of about 8,000, Tom, so this would be quite devastating.
Is it flammable?
Here's Brian Fantana on why everyone who is someone is lining up to smoke crack.
How many calories are in one serving?
And we welcome you, James Brown. How did all of this trouble begin?
Living in America.
If you're truly being objective, can news really be bad?
No, we haven't actually seen it, Tom. We're just reporting it.
If you cut the news, does it not bleed?
Been spotted in the water here in Blackrock and Salt Hill, both today and yesterday.
In these trying times, being informed as possible might be the best way to arm yourself against any enemy.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
How can you truly make a moral decision without being well informed?
What does it mean to you now when the team is struggling?
I want to kiss you. I couldn't care less about the team struggling.
In a world filled with good news and bad news, somewhere you'll find me, SAMMY3PEAT, in other news. Hello and welcome to another episode of In Other News. I am SAMMY3PEAT, and once again I am joined by my experts. Our first expert is an expert in moderation and t-shirt modeling. We have Scooby Pup. Scooby, how are you today?
Just fine and dandy. How about you?
I'm doing just fine. Our next expert. What can I say about this guy? Internet bully, culinary enthusiast, Boosh McFadden. How the hell are you today?
Oh, happy Sunday. I'm ecstatic. Thanks for having me here. And now on to the news.
Yes. Not just the news. In other news. And my partner in crime, fellow tinfoil hater, Leon. What are you an expert in today? Oh, expert in being a pirate. You're always going to be an expert in being a pirate. I think.
All right, I'm a bit of a pirate. I do have a bit of expertise in the high seas, raping, pillaging, and plundering. I feel like I can get away with that word so early if it's in an accent. It just occurred to me we're live.
Good to know. Our weatherman and fellow musician, expert in salsa, Enzo. How are you today?
Fantastic.
The dance or the food?
Both. It's been a great weekend. It's been a great weekend. I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me again. I'm excited for the other news.
Yes. And finally, last but not least, expert in everything Lupin, anything wolf related at all, Abomination AJ. I'm so glad to have you on. How are you doing today, buddy?
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself here. Stop interrupting this man when he's saying good shit about me. Leon.
Well, we have a bunch of things that have been happening in the news. We have, I don't know, in case I checked, there was an election this week. Ho's mad. That's about
Why? Do you hate me that bad?
I want to kill my baby. I do have a collection here of different so
high energy for a news show. You love to see it.
I know. I can't find the right where'd it go?
Professional.
I had one.
Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it.
Well, either way, we can just move on to a different story. This one is not about the election, but it's also ridiculous.
Hold on, what the fuck? You just
I know.
Skip that topic.
It's the first time that this has happened. Russia plans Ministry of Sex as Vladimir Putin desperately tries to boost birth rate.
Nice.
Russia is desperately looking at ways to tackle its falling birth rate, which has been made worse by many soldiers killed in the Ukraine, and some bizarre proposals have been put forward. So anybody got some opening comments about this?
Yeah, hopefully they just take someone like me and a handful of other dudes and we just go door to door knocking up women, you know?
The Mormons of
start a
sex. Have
harem.
you heard about our Lord and Savior penis in the vagina today?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm here for procreation.
We could each of us all get a stable of bitches. It'd be great.
We should treat it like a religion. I am in fact pro-creation.
I don't think they want us Americans coming over there.
Well, no, they don't want Americans like you. Russia famously kind of the melanated individuals.
No,
but
I mean, like the Russian equivalences of us, you know.
I thought you meant because he's short.
If anything, no, they're gonna want me before y'all because they're trying to keep it all pure and you know what I'm saying, create the ultimate human beings. You white Americans been watered down too much. They're gonna need some of this the black genes to give them that oomph. The Saiyan gene, the X gene.
I've seen black jeans. They're usually stolen from a JCPenney.
No, they're not. They're usually bought from Village Mart or City Gear.
Who always rocked good black jeans? Michael Penn, that lady from Greece. Who else? Yeah,
I am
black
quite
jeans.
literally wearing black jeans right now.
I have to wear black jeans to work if I want to go with jeans.
I'm getting a flashback from when Leona showed her feet. Oh, God.
I didn't think that would happen. I should have made the number higher.
No.
I gotta stop giving feet away for free. People paying.
I gotta start drinking. I did not know it was gonna go this way. I need alcohol.
We were in the last 4 minutes of the stream.
Very
they were like,
quickly.
Leona feet pics, Leona feet pics. And I was like, $50 super chat before outros, and I'll do it. Next thing you know, $50 super chat came in. I was like, well, I got to give the people what they want.
I mean, and what the people want is feet. So moving more, Putin loyalists, something Russian, 68-year-old chairwoman of the Russian Parliament Committee on Family Protection, Paternity, Maternity, and Childhood is scrutinizing a petition demanding such a move. This comes as Putin's officials are coming up with a myriad of ideas to meet his demand to halt the demographic slide made worse by hundreds of thousands killed in the war with Ukraine he unleashed almost 3 years ago. One bizarre proposal is to turn off the internet and even the lights between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. to encourage couples to have sex.
Yes, because when the power goes out, I get horny.
Yes,
that's what happens.
You want to dim the lights. You want to dim the lights. Maybe make some mandatory Barry Manilow listening.
I'm just picturing Russian KGB agents, Russian KGB agents coming into your house, observing, making sure you guys, do the deed.
Comrade.
I'm sorry. When it comes to sex, kill the lights, kill the music. I want to hear it.
Hello.
All right.
Yeah, a bunch of strangers busting in with pitch black will always give me a boner.
No, see, I like I like it completely black, and then as soon as the act is over, I want to turn the light on and shame you.
Oh, I heard that. I'll send them something.
Yeah, I want to see them. I want to see them titties flapping. I want the lights on.
Yeah, lights off, but enough lighting around to make sure there is still visual stimuli.
Yeah, I don't want to bump my elbow.
I mean, if we're talking visual, if we're talking about natural lighting, I'm cool with that.
Lights dim so she can't see me growing.
Yeah, you just want them just to feel it growing, right, buddy?
And moving on. Another idea.
Fucking AJ here has a red rocket, so
next.
being a wolf and all.
Yeah. It's worse than a wolf.
Another idea is for the state to pay stay-at-home women to raise children and do housework. This would include this in their pension calculations.
That's called a nanny.
Yeah, but there's I could see that if you're trying to entice people, I think paying mothers to stay at home and raise children is a lot more viable than turning off the lights. Mandatory.
It's funny.
That is pretty funny.
I've actually thought about that being a policy, effectively. People say that being a mother is the hardest job, and frankly, I wouldn't know as I am not a mother. That being said, I imagine as I was once a kid, it is probably very difficult. So, the state sending you a stipend or something, like maybe like take out taxes on. I'm anti-taxes, but if you're gonna have taxes, like basically make it an actual job, make you a government employee. Put some retirement away, things to that effect. Like not to sound like a fucking leftist because I'm anti-state government and everything, but if we're gonna have it, I could see there being an argument for it.
If you could scroll back up, I think that's the lady who wants to tell other people about intercourse.
Yeah. Really? She looks like she's about to make Harry Potter write lines in blood. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say she's quite the looker.
Welcome to hell.
She looks like Charo.
She looks like she could be friends with Gorlock.
She looks like she ate Charo.
I can see how you can swing being a mother as being a government employee if you're like producing a child, but I feel like the government would have it to where like you have to enroll him in like some type of like not a draft, but you know what I'm saying? Like he has to go into the military or like defend our country for us to pay.
I can see that. Also, does anyone else notice the trans communist flag behind this woman?
That might not be a woman.
I thought
no. This is Russia. Russia is like put the kibosh on tranny shit. I think that's just an oddly colored flag.
That just man
who are a woman in that word.
I think the blue connected
none
to
of these
something
nonsense
else.
of pronouns.
But she does look like the type of babysitter that would eat your kids.
That's
a terrible babysitter.
Oh,
I'm trying to think of what Star Wars character she reminds me of.
Watto.
One of them. Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's the one who used to own Anakin. Yeah, that's her.
The one that's got a diner, maybe, with a wig.
Oh, Dexter. Yeah. She does have that waddle underneath her chin there.
You got that waddle. Yeah, she's a looker.
I would need to turn the lights out.
Now, we have another story. I think we've touched on this one for enough. Everybody wants.
We've not touched enough. That's kind of Russia's problem.
Well, we're not Russian, so hopefully we're still touching. Crazy.
Yeah, I'm not in a hurry.
But
snap!
America needs sons as well. But a lot of people in these times in this economy, people need a vehicle that's gonna help, that's gonna be economical, but you also want to be energy friendly, which is why I am glad to announce that now you can also lease Tesla Cybertruck for $9.99 a month.
Jesus.
It's happening, boys.
Yes.
Everyone go over to Words of Paradise. Subscribe. Send me super chats every single fucking episode. We're going to get this number. We're going to pump it up. We're going to become the most super chat bitch on YouTube. And I'm getting, for you, the people, to save our environment, a fucking Cybertruck. Let's go.
All for the price of, as Mike TV says, $99.99.
Oh, it's German. 999. Because I'm not going to do that.
Does anyone else have a joke about the number sequence?
If you turn it upside down, then it's the devil's numbers, and that's because Elon Musk is secretly Satan. That's what the leftists told me.
Well, some people say that 9 is actually the number of Satan.
Oh, and he was just upside down. I got it.
Yeah, we call those people idiots.
Okay, does the Cybertruck not look like the ultimate zombie vehicle?
Oh, for sure, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I've fucking seen this at the mall. No, seriously, whenever I go to work, that car is fucking there.
Yeah.
I just love the enthusiasm.
I seen it.
Dude, I went to go see.
Seriously, there's somebody who works at a Cheesecake Factory that has that car.
I went to go see Heretic last night at my little tiny movie theater here in my small town, and there was a Cybertruck in the parking lot with like the 5 other cars that were there. It was weird.
A dude that lives near me has one, and it's totally blacked out. It's fucking sick, dude. I want a Cybertruck so bad. That's like straight up dream.
I'd want a matte
black and then Mystery Machine. Those are the two.
Oh my God, Mystery
Machine.
Yeah, big shaggin' wagon van is awesome.
I would slate you for the Mystery Machine.
Oh yeah, just get like one of those like airbrushed wizards on the side of it, like make it look like an old school like 70s
I want
van.
The wall to floor to ceiling carpeting on the back of the van, and just like black lights. Remember Jason versus Freddy? That van that they're in.
Yes.
That van's badass.
Have you guys seen this all buffed out to where it's like a crazy mirror shine.
Yes, I have.
That's a good way to blind people while they're driving.
I was gonna say it seems dangerous.
Chrome cars are obnoxious at night. You know, they look cool, but when you drive past one, you're like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Dude, no. Barbara in the chat being a straight hater, dog. Nah, we don't drink that haterade up in this bitch. This is the news. Cybertrucks are awesome.
I don't know. I'd have to ride in one and drive one before I make a verdict.
Wow, I had no idea. So my
parents. Do you see? We are literally. This is a role-playing game vehicle in real life. This is straight up. This is like pre-Halo levels of transportation. I'm all in.
Is it big enough to sleep in the back and move a couch? Probably not. So I don't. You know,
they keep calling it a truck. It doesn't appear to have a flatbed.
So what happened was this guy.
No. The back of it does have a flatbed. That's why it angles down the way it
does.
Okay.
So the guy that I saw that owns this truck, he was walking out of Cheesecake Factory, and he pressed this little weird thing on his keychain. The thing already just drove up to him, and opened the door for him, and he just walked right in and sat in the driver's seat. I was like, I want a car to do that for me.
Nice.
That was his wife. That doesn't really happen.
So y'all just don't care about the robots gaining control.
I totally welcome it. I 100% welcome it.
There's gonna be a couple months where they're cleaning our houses and stuff before they get the idea to kill us. So,
the singularity is inevitable. Where we merge, you know, we become one. You know, me, us, and the robots. You know, it's
I will to this day say that the end of the world will come by Terminator. It's going to be Skynet. Calling it now.
And Seabrew in the chat, me and my grandfather spend the summers, we spent the last 3 summers doing it, restoring a 79 El Camino. I cannot wait to like have that bitch fully restored, me driving around town. I love El Caminos. They're among my favorite cars.
Are you reading this? When I first caught wind of this car, my parents were visiting Florida, and my dad kept referring to it as the future car. And I had no idea what the hell he was talking about. And then he was like, "That's what I was talking." Like we saw a thing, on the news. He's like, "That's what I was talking about. This the future car." And I was like, "It's called the Cybertruck." And he's like, "Same shit." You know,
honestly, future car is a better title for it.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen the Cybertruck with the Warthog skin wrap, the minigun in the back?
No, that sounds cool.
No, I haven't.
All right. You want me to look that up, Sammy? I guess.
Absolutely.
I wish all guns had miniguns attached to them, you know?
So the point that I'm getting from this article is not that it's, $9.99, which is expensive because all trucks are that cost now. It's the fact that all trucks are costing that now. That's not a good thing.
No, it is not.
Leasing a vehicle, it's one of those things where, I mean, my Aunt Darla leases her vehicles and, she says it's cool because, like when it comes to maintenance and breaking down and things like that, that's all covered. But yeah, you never really own a car. But the cool thing is, like, if you get tired of leasing it for a certain long period of time, you just trade it in for the newer model like that. So I don't know.
I did see the Trump wrap.
Yeah, the Trump.
I did see that
wrap.
All right, I just sent it.
All right. Well, where is it? Oh, you sent it to the private chat?
Yeah.
All righty. All right, let's look at that.
All right. It says he's a YouTuber, so I guess there's a video out there somewhere.
All right, we're gonna move that there so I can do that.
The Halo Warthog.
Oh wow. Very sexyful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
I didn't say it was functional, but I don't know if it is.
It's like
the minigun.
I mean,
it's the Warthog. Kudos to anybody.
Is there a rule about that?
It's the Warthog.
Not in Texas, bitch.
Back of the bus and shit.
Oh, see, now when you do it like that, so now you got to change place. You can't be in the back of the bus.
I don't leave me next to AJ. It reminds me of when we hung out in San Antonio a few weeks back. It was cool.
I'm cool right here. I don't feel like I'm in a corner away from anybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think we're a tight knit little group of experts here.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to divide us, Zax?
Trying to spread that racism over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zax.
We good. This is a new start for me.
We already
Yeah,
have
I
Leon
know
on the
AJ,
screen.
a close friend of my own time.
Leon, you said enough for the week. You over your limit. You gotta get a new punch card, bro.
All right. Well,
Wait for the week. Today's Sunday. It's the first day of the week.
Oh shit!
Oh,
All right.
man.
Well, we late giving you your punch card.
Oh, so what are you got your late? What a shock. You're trying to tell me you're on colored people time?
It's all right. It's coming. It's coming.
Well, guys, it is the 20th on the hour, 20 minutes past the hour. So that means we have the lovely Scooby Pup. Scoob, guess what?
Yes. What?
Time for sports.
All right.
Hold on, let me give you a little theme song here.
Time for sports. Yeah,
Up, because it's not real.
Well, today on sports, we have the Blue Hose and the Red Heroes who played last week. So far, the score was incredibly sad. Really, really was. Very big letdown for the Blues. In a way, you kind of feel sorry for them. Score was 10 to 300, 1,000.
Wow. Incredible. That sounds like a real record breaker.
Yeah, it is for a football team. You really should. It's probably best if you actually get people who know how to throw.
Yeah.
And
Now,
they
see,
really did.
my
They just spent
prediction,
the entire game- they spent the entire game just trying to kick, just one after the other. And then when they lost the game and they were asked, why they sucked so much, they said, "You mean this isn't soccer?"
Thank you for that, Scoob. Wonderful, wonderful. It's always my prediction that, especially in football, whoever puts the most points on that scoreboard is probably going to win that ball game. And we saw that that was a drastic change in that game there. So I am glad that we had Scoob on the beat. How was the flight back? I know you saw the game in person.
The flight back was really, really, really rocky. We had so many Karens complaining about their seats.
I thought you were about to make a joke, like really rocky. We crashed into the mountains and had to eat each other to survive.
No, but if we had, I would have had a very, very, very good lunch because there were a shit ton of fat Karens at that.
Yummy.
All of them were complaining about how they had to have more seats to combine their size. And it was painful to hear. And I'm pretty sure one of them was not happy about a bag of peanuts because they tried to eat the lady sitting next to them.
See, this is why I have you guys on here. This is the hard-hitting news that people want. Oh. As you know, there was a Wednesday election. Breaking news. Hoes are mad. Hoes still mad. We're going to go with some of the maddest hoes that we've seen all year round.
I don't think I'll eat a fat person.
Please.
That's really good for weight loss, though.
Just pretend it's a dog, AJ.
All the marbling.
Dogs don't have that much fat on them.
These have been circulating since the election. So if you guys see one that's particularly good or that you've already or that you know is good or that you haven't seen before, just tell me when to stop. I'm going to scroll through.
I purposely haven't seen any.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Who's she? She
What
looks
is that?
Jesus.
She looks like a cartoon character from Nickelodeon in the 90s.
Some big
She
ass
looks like-
fucking bully.
No, she looks like Thurman Merman from Bad Santa. That's what she looks like.
She looks like
A little bit, yeah.
Your name is Thurman Merman?
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah.
It's my favorite part in the whole movie. Oh, that's another thing too. We're gonna notice. I've noticed a correlation between freak out videos like this and septum piercings.
Yeah, nose piercings. It's becoming the new red flag or a
Is
warning
it,
sign.
What is it, JT? I mean, not JT. What is it? Smash calls them the nose ring mafia.
Are they? Is there a nose ring?
That's what he calls them. He has a-
No, Sammy just hasn't unmuted anything.
He has
I'm just
he has a
waiting.
shirt that says Nose Ring Mafia.
Well, on a serious note, I mean, this just shows how the mainstream media and the corporations and the celebrities in Hollywood, they all need to be held accountable for seriously breaking these people's brains. Like, and saying the lie and repeating the lie so much that they literally think they're going to be sent to death camps. I mean, come on, dude, just get real.
That'd be such a bad idea. Anyway,
Well, no, I think labor camps would help a lot of them.
Well, no, these women have already said they don't want to have kids.
We're gonna put them in camps.
We're gonna turn out the lights, turn off the internet.
Yep.
We're gonna stick them in retail, make them listen to Mariah Carey while they work.
Was it true?
Dude, no, fuck that. Don't give them the benefit of listening to Mariah Carey. Mariah is awesome.
I have to listen to that damn song all day today, and the day before that, and the day before
And it's
that.
a good song. Guess what? You're gonna listen to it for the next 2 months because all I want for Christmas is you. Mariah Carey for life. Bam.
Well, each one, so it would play her, and then it would play a remix sung by a man. Then the next one would be a different version sung by a woman, and then the next version would be a complete instrumental.
They're acting like their pets died, but that was actually the Democrats who did that.
PETA for president.
Alice in Wonderland Nightmares is going on right now. 266.
None of these freakouts are particularly. Yeah, give us some actual freak out.
There's another.
There we go.
There's
That's
another
what I want to
symptom.
see. They're really big on
Billie Eilish. They love her.
Yeah.
Its pronouns are ooh gross.
Well, it's also this disconnect. You know, you got your friends who have blocked all their friends and family who disagree with them politically, and they're wondering, how could this happen? Not only, you know, did they lose, they got their asses kicked. They're in the minority. Like, it's pretty bad.
I'm a huge fan of the Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds. That's Kilowog, right? That's Kilowog?
Ooh. There we go.
This is what we want, yeah.
That's the same one?
Look at that fupa.
Wow. Well, she couldn't have been that mad because she just kind of walks it off, you know.
Dances.
Also,
it's almost like it's pageantry.
Yeah, what? Why the Pussycat Dolls? Like, if everything you can have is music to accompany yourself in a fucking Vader Christmas hoodie with your homo ass hair. I'm trying to censor myself because it's your show. Like, why the Pussycat Dolls? Was that bitch even old enough to remember the Pussycat Dolls?
Also, notice how all of them are white women. Where, you know,
Never
like
thought I would be the girl to bawl my eyes out over an election.
Yeah. Give us some Black Queens, Sammy. Where's the Black Queens freaking out?
one man.
Y'all let y'all women get out of hand.
I am angry, but I'm here to remind you that there are still good people out there. There are good people who wanted to see change, who care about you.
I
who
said
love
this
you,
before,
and
man.
will fight for your rights.
We had
So
4
this does
years
not
of change.
stop.
It
We are
sucked.
not hopeless.
Yeah,
We
it
will
changed
let
for
you
worse.
know.
Like I said, dude, I feel like I know
Fight is not
some of
over.
these
It
chicks
will
are
never be
beyond
over,
saving,
but
but
I'm
like I said
sending so
before,
much
like
love
these
and,
people are victims. You know, they are victims
feel
from the
whatever emotions you
psychological
need to feel.
warfare that's been, you know, bombarded on them since COVID.
The problem though with that, Enzo, is that they also think of themselves as victims and they relish
No, I know.
it. Like,
I know, but that's the thing is like you are victims, just not the way you think you are. You know, you've been lied to
pretty,
and programmed.
So sad that she's pretty and this stupid.
So many of them are pretty, man.
Girl,
Yeah.
don't cry. You're gonna screw up your glasses.
And again, they got Black Lives Matter in their bio, but they don't swipe right on me.
America is full of idiots. It's
My
dumbest
sex life matters.
in the whole world. What is
I want to give her a hug and my penis.
Man, it's so hot when women cry.
It's not really.
AJ, that might be the most base thing you've ever said. Mainly because
That
they have to do
might
with
be the
children or
most basic.
animals.
The lap dance is always better when the crazy bitch is crying.
Yes.
You can tell. Never mind. I'll make that joke off camera.
Just all crying and half naked.
Oh, this one goes on for a minute.
Like
Let's hear what
in
she
the
has to
corner
say.
after AJ finishes, she just
No Nut November, bro.
How dare you put
How
this man into
dare
office for another 4 years, knowing damn well what it means for our country, what it means.
It's like they don't remember the last 4 years he was in charge.
You know
Nah, she had like somebody told her to go up on stage. All
what's
right,
been
do the line.
8
She auditioning.
years.
No, what it is they have selective memory. They only remember the bad things that happen. They don't remember any of the good shit.
And all the
This
bad
is-
stuff is a
This is
fucking
maybe
lie.
unrelated. Maybe it is related. I'm not sure. But does anyone else like notice how poorly decorated all their homes are?
Oh yeah.
Like that's a common theme. Is that like
Living in
everyone?
squalor? Yeah, like bad health, bad hygiene, bad, always like piles of laundry everywhere. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it's just like these people are always the ones telling everyone how to live their lives. They can't even take care of themselves,
Yeah,
Wait,
like
go
every choice they
back
make
up.
is a poor
Yes,
life
again.
choice. So they're telling other people how to
I mean,
live.
go back up a bit. Go back up to the previous
I
video.
just want this guy cry. Hold on.
This ain't gonna get you laid, buddy. All right.
Yeah, where the white dudes talking about they sorry?
Okay, look at her shirt. It looks like she went out and murdered someone.
Yeah, she looks like a murder victim.
Yeah.
I mean, victim or
perpetrator.
There you go.
Maybe
It's
little
more than
column
no
A, little
eyebrows.
column B.
See, look how pretty that girl was. Like she just needs to
Yeah.
get married, have some babies, and just move on. Realize it ain't
killing
that
her-
bad.
killing her babies.
Send her to Russia.
Just need to have some babies. It'd be good. It'd be good for you.
Yeah,
got-
but no, she's a lesbian. Did you read the caption? Said, "I just want the freedom to love without fear." That bitch is a lesbian.
I doubt it.
Nah, she got.
Nah, she looked.
Oh,
She's one of them polyamorous people.
Wow.
I dig what the hair's doing, but yeah. It's a good, that's a pretty cool bed hair.
That's a fucking tribble from Star Trek.
Yeah.
That is a triple septum piercing right there. She's even got one at the very tip of the nose, like she's Rudolph.
If this chick was singing some Cindy Lauper,
Hold on, have y'all seen the new piercing where they have the like two on the top and then it's like a chain that goes across?
Yeah.
Man, that shit hot. I'm just saying, bro. It might be the new red flag, but that shit hot, bro.
AJ, you're my favorite, dude.
You can't be real.
I'm sorry to all my friends who are Trump supporters.
Then again, you gotta wonder. You gotta wonder like how many of these are genuine. I'm sure a lot of them, but how many more so how many of these are faked to get like?
Oh yeah,
attention?
pageant. A lot of it's pageantry. It has to be.
But
Also,
that's
they
a
were
lot of-
literally
that's a lot
saying
of
this
real
election
tears.
like, "Hey, we lost. Don't put out videos of yourself crying and freaking out because the right will use it as ammunition and laugh at it."
If you keep this up, AJ is going to fail No Nut November with all these white women crying.
I failed just before the stream started. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I saw her, and
You lost your
it's like,
strength,
take that line.
Kenzo.
I love Trump dancing in the background.
Yeah. No, this one. I was like, take that lion's lanyard off.
We don't get that.
Hold on.
I hate you, you fucking orange.
Does this girl have hearing issues? Is she like deaf, or does she just talk like this?
No, she's just crying that hard.
Donald Trump, I hate you.
I hate
you. Will
Donald
never
Trump.
be president.
Donnie T, baby.
You don't hate Trump. You hate your
Get
father.
that they
You hate your
voted
father,
for
and your father voted for Trump. So therefore, you hate Donald Trump.
Someone who's gonna make my friends' lives hell.
How?
My
How's
life's
he going to do
okay.
that?
I'm a white woman, but my friends are not gonna be okay.
This is the most self-aware that any of them have been so far. My life's okay. I'm a white woman.
Trump's actually gonna win this fucking thing. Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh, Boogie.
I'm so pissed off.
Oh, titties! You can't say titties.
Ah,
No,
no,
you can't
no,
say titties on the screen.
God, he can pass
Did he
the
pull off
polling.
his fucking hair? Hold on,
Pull
go
up his
back.
own titty
Pull
and
off his
suck on
hair.
it like a woman. It's gross.
Don't say things like that, Enzo.
Don't censor me, bro. I'll say whatever
Christ.
I want within reason.
All right. Well, that concludes Host Mad.
No, but
So,
seriously
what's
though,
the
also
fifth
the other
one?
thing about the suicide lines and hotlines getting called up, it's like, dude, you guys are actually taking away resources from real people who use those resources for various legitimate reasons. And also you're sending these people into more despair. You're literally telling your friends who are friends and family who actually might be suffering from that stuff. You're telling them, hey guys, it's bad. Here's the number for the hotline. You're just vamping up the despair. You're making things worse. Calm down.
You're right about taking away the resources, though. There are people out there who like just lost their father or their child and need to talk to someone. And there's this person going, Donald Trump won the election.
Hotline's clogged, and you have to be on hold because people are just complaining about losing the election. It's like, dude, chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is it's like I said, it's really hard to tell how much of it is fake, how much of it is real. What a TikTok is terrible for that. There's there's people, it's like an epidemic of people actually pretending that they have mental illnesses for clout that they don't even actually have. Like a bunch of people pretend like they have Tourette's syndrome. There's people who there's a lot of women who pretend that they're autistic. It's very odd.
Bipolar is the one I hear all the time.
Too.
Like
another one that I like,
acting like a childish, selfish bitch. You're not. Yeah, I hear that all the time too. My little cousin has ADHD.
Like, I have ADHD.
He literally cannot focus on anything. Yeah, he has no ability to focus on anything you put in front of him, unless it's something like he wants to do, like piano. He could play the piano like a monster, but he can't focus in class. He's got to be on medication. Some of these girls just, throw something at the wall and scream and go, "Oh, I have ADHD." No, you're a child.
Last one that threw something at a wall and then screamed and ended up putting a broken beer bottle in my throat. So I don't know.
Yeah, she was bipolar and ADHD.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah. And probably a minx in the sack. Let's be real.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's say
and there's a reason it took me a solid extra year to break up with this bitch. Like, I'll be real.
Yeah, they would give it's like, dude, she's insane. You got to break up with her. I'm like, soon.
She like caved my skull in from a blowjob one time. I can't.
I was gonna say my cheeks started closing in around my lips every time she blew me.
All right. Well, it says, moving on. Ridley Scott will never stop directing. Shut up and go make another movie. Even though Ridley Scott is a now confirmed crazy person, probably has lost his mind ever since The Martian back in 2008. He's continued to make films of varying quality. Mostly, they've all been pretty much shit since The Martian.
Okay, wait. You say that about The Martian as if it was a bad film.
The Martian's good.
No,
In
I'm
fact,
saying
it's one
since The Martian. He's
okay, you're saying I was about to say, no, The Martian's awesome.
I would go even farther and say since Gladiator. There's Ridley Scott before Gladiator and Ridley Scott after Gladiator. And it's like two different filmmakers, basically. I thought Gladiator, it's good. I thought it was overhyped. I thought it didn't deserve Best Picture. And yes, since then, I think The Martian is probably the best movie he's made.
What you're saying is that you were not entertained.
Shut up. I was, but I see what you're saying.
Never saw it.
What?
Never saw it. Never saw The Gladiator.
It's worth seeing.
It's just Gladiator. But
did you just say The Gladiator?
Yes.
The Gladiator.
I also never saw The Martian.
I didn't see The Gladiator either. I don't know what that movie is.
Y'all can't shit on her for just adding a "the." Like,
I know.
Yeah.
Semantics.
No, we can, but
shouldn't.
We
Leon
shouldn't.
started it.
Yeah, you can go
I'm a
ahead.
pedantic fuck. What do you want from me?
You can make fun of me because I don't get the title right. I'm a woman. I don't get anything right.
Did you watch?
I don't want to make fun of you because you got the title wrong. I want to make fun of you because you can't drive.
Yeah.
Like I make fun of all women.
That's mean.
That's why
AJ,
Helen
you
Keller
seem like
didn't
you've got
drive.
something to say.
Yeah.
So true. I mean, I've been in the car with many different women. One of my friends almost got me killed 3 times. So
wow.
Oh, seriously. I was in the car with my sister the other day, and we got to one of those roundabouts. She looked like she was in a movie where she had to disarm a bomb, and she was figuring out which wire to cut. And it's like, it's you stop if someone's coming. If no one's coming, you may go.
it was.
Some of them have signs on the road that tell you what to do when you're on the road.
Yeah.
One of my friends, Jamie, she was driving and it was raining and we were going on a roundabout and she started to fucking hydroplane. I'm in the passenger seat freaking out. And by the time she fixes the car, I scream out at the top of my lungs, pull over.
It's called correct. By the time she corrects.
Yeah, to be fair, hydroplaning can happen to anybody, and
Yeah,
if you're able to correct yourself hydroplaning, then you're doing pretty good. Most people do the
I have
opposite of what they should
hydroplaning
do.
in a Cadillac on the
Yeah,
highway. It is terrifying.
And another time,
Whenever you
she starts
hydroplane, you just
going-
gotta let off the gas and kind of just like ease into it. Hopefully, you'll be all right. Hopefully, you're not going too fast.
And
And
another
75
time we
miles an
did
hour,
a turn.
99,
And
dude.
she went, another time we did a turn, and she went into the opposite lane where all the cars were oncoming.
Nice.
And the girl has gotten me. She's almost gotten me killed too many times to count.
Well, what's even worse is like when I have, like, for instance, like Megan will be in the car with me, backseat driving. She's terrible at that. She'll be like, "Watch out!" I'm like, literally nothing happening. Like, what are you
cannot
freaking
do
out
that,
about?
yeah.
Like, calm down.
Enzo, I'm such a control freak. Not only do I backseat drive, I backseat drive in fucking Mario Kart. Like, I'll see my buddies playing, be like, "Yo, why didn't you hit the fucking boost? Use your fucking mushroom. Are you out of your goddamn drip?"
Mute.
My girlfriend had a friend that did that all the time, Enzo. Like right behind my head too. She's like, "Oh my god!" Like screaming while I'm driving. I'm just like cringing over the steering wheel. Like, can you please not do that?
And how many car crashes have I been? The accident. 20 years, like fucking none. Like, calm down, dude.
This is,
I've been in 9 car crashes, I think is the numbers. Like, it's 9 or 12. Every single one of them, I've walked away. Not me driving, mind you. Not me. I'm just saying, like, I've been involved in 9 or 12 car crashes. Every time, walked away without a scratch. I feel like goddamn Bruce Willis and Unbreakable.
But gayer.
and with hair.
Here's one from Scoob. This is from NPR. After months on the run, a murderer suspect falls through the ceiling and into custody.
This is a funny one.
Yes.
Shout out Memphis.
Authorities got a lucky break when a murder suspect that they've been pursuing for months fell through, so to speak, into their laps through the ceiling of the building where he'd been hiding. U.S. Marshals said agents captured 20-year-old Dario Wilkerson.
Yeah, that's
on Monday.
Dearlo Wilkerson.
No, it's Dario.
Is it?
Dario Wilkinson, Mysterio Winchesterson on
Cheerio.
Monday. Yes. Months after the warrant for his arrest on charges of first-degree murder and reckless endangerment, it was issued in connection to a fatal shooting in Memphis, Tennessee. The task force investigating his whereabouts tracked him to a residence in Memphis. I'm assuming he fell out of the ceiling, and that's what happened.
He was in the attic. Yeah, he was hiding in the
attic.
You guys know what that's called, right? When you're living like in the crawl space or an attic or whatever without anyone knows, it's called frogging. And apparently it's a big thing in Asia and Japan. You guys might have someone living in your crawl space and not even know it. Someone living in your walls and you don't even know.
Oh, I've seen videos of that too, where like people have like like Ring cameras and stuff, and then all of a sudden you'll see someone like crawl out of there, like they're living in a crawl space or in like an attic space, and then they start like pilfering your food at night and then just go back up.
Yeah. They usually do that to people who work 9-to-5 jobs and sleep at night, so like they can walk around the house during the day and also leave and come back before you get back, and then at night when you go to sleep they might sneak down and sneak a snack or two, but like they try not to steal too much from your stuff because they don't want you to notice you're there living there. You know.
I saw a real creepy one when the girl got caught. She just kind of like sat and like with her knees up and her arms crossed, and it was almost like a kid like being like chewed out by their parents, and they didn't want to take responsibility for it. It was the whole thing was just a huge mess. But no.
Did she have a diary?
No.
No.
Shame.
Neither did Anne Frank, to be honest. It was all made up by her father. No, I'm just joking.
That's worse than what I said.
And that's our expert in Holocaust denial, Enzo.
It might just Holocaust you your channel.
Yeah. Come on, dude.
That was nice.
All right. So yes, they heard multiple gunshots. So the victim, Troy Cunningham, Was discovered on the sidewalk. I don't care what roads. I'm just perusing here. So, yeah, he probably never worked in any sort of trades or anything, because you know that if you're walking in an attic or anything, it was like you always have to stick to the banisters, or like you will fall through the drywall. I've seen it happen multiple times at work sites where you'll just be talking to someone, and all of a sudden you just see a couple pair of boots just come through the ceiling and start, dangling down. And
wasn't that Christmas Vacation?
did that happen?
Yeah, then he break through the drywall and land on the bunk bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did. My mom also fell through the ceiling doing that shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, so my uncle, and he's like fucking 380 pounds and built like a linebacker. It was wild. It was a mess. Just fell straight the fuck through into the garage. It was
I was
great.
at my buddy's house, and his mom had taken a bunch. His brother went out to college, and she just cleaned up a whole bunch of like his toys and clothes he couldn't fit in, and put it in the attic on the drywall that made up the ceiling in the garage. We were just hanging out playing cards in the garage, getting high, and the ceiling just came down with a whole toy chest right next to us.
Nice.
All right, Enzo, I see you added something for us. Let's see
what do you guys think about huge cocks? Let alone a huge cock you can sleep in. This is Filipinos' largest. This is the world's largest rooster-shaped building, and it is a brand new hotel resort. It's got 15 rooms that you can sleep in. So standing at 114 feet 7 inches tall.
Yo,
the Rooster Hotel at
dude.
I called a foreskin.
Stohan Highland Resort is quite a sight. It's not only shaped like a domestic bird, but actually looks like a giant realistic rooster dominating the entire area with its imposing stance. Ricardo Cano
Remember
Guapo
who
Tan.
you are, Hondo.
Dude, that's a great name. Ricardo Cano Guapo Tan, the director of the resort, told journalists that he wanted to create something eye-catching that also paid homage to the local culture, of which game fowl is a huge part.
Cockfighting.
Called Negros Occidental, as a game fowl breeding industry that employs millions of Filipinos. So he hopes some of them will want to spend a night in one of the 15 air-conditioned rooms of the new hotel. Now, as you guys can see, there is a water park, a big slide and stuff. So if you guys ever go to the Philippines,
gay water slide.
Yeah, check out the amazing the Rooster Hotel.
I do enjoy that cool. They clarified that the rooms are air conditioned.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, in the Philippines, you never know. You never know, really. That's kind of one of the joys of staying in Southeast Asia like that. The hot mugginess. Everyone's like wearing tank tops and shorts and getting all liquored up. I like it when it's hot.
I don't know Filipinos were this evolved to create a giant chicken building.
I'm not sharing audio, am I? Because no, right? Good.
No.
I got music. I got music jamming in the background. Pretty cool. Neat little hotel I'd like to stay in one day. Cross it off the bucket list. Unfortunately, they don't show you what the interior of the rooms look like.
Is it a 3-piece bucket or a 5-piece bucket?
Dude, a chicken. I mean, yeah, technically, a full chicken you get 10-piece, right? If you assuming you cut the breast parts in half, you get a 10-piece that way, right? But yeah, I mean, here's the guy. Here's the main dude. Running the show. Again, he's just this whole newscast is in. Yeah, this whole newscast. Well, apparently, Filipinos are very. They got a lot of Spanish and Mexican influence in the Philippines, so it's a pretty cool place. They got really good food, obviously.
My stepmom is Filipino, and her name is Lisa. So
nice. Yeah, pretty interesting.
Sure they Americanized it or something when she was born, but.
But here's one that should buy us some time here to this should be a pretty good conversation. Was music really better when you were younger?
Yes.
Or is it your mind deceiving you? I would argue yes, that music from our past is much better than the music that's put out on the mainstream. I think there's much more to offer, but
I don't know.
like-
I think the thing.
So here's the confusing part. It's not is music better because largely music actually hasn't changed. It has popular top 40 music. Was that better back in the day?
I agree.
The music that's on the radio.
100%.
And in that instance, yes, old school music absolutely 100% better. That being said, there are folks putting out banger tunes all the time. They just don't fit the modern poppy Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, Justin Bieber sort of thing that is dominating the radio stations as been for the last 10 years. So no,
One's in the chat if you agree.
We have more music now than ever. Like there's so much music. All you need to make music is a laptop, and you got all kinds of people just making SoundCloud accounts and stuff. But what I will say, the thing about the music up until the late 2000s, before then you could hear music and tell what decade it's from. The last 20 years, like all the pop music is just it's all blended together. There is nothing really standing out. Yeah.
Well, you know why that is, right?
It all sounds the same.
But there is a reason for that. So
they're all
a
written
lot
by
of
the same guy.
Yeah, no, that's correct. So the big 3 or 4 producers that dominate the modern dying record industry haven't changed in the last 20 years, give or take. The people that were producing for Kanye are the same people that were producing for whoever is around now. There's some modern shit that I like pop wise. I won't even front, dude. I love Chappell Roan. She is awesome. Her shit also sounds more 80s than it does modern pop. So
Yeah.
I agree.
I think Doja Cat has some catchy tunes, and there's been a couple Katy Perry songs here and there that don't offend me, audibly. So
they got some dope shit. Billie Eilish, she got some dope shit too.
She's got a cool voice. She got a sexy, cool voice. Yeah,
I've only ever heard one Billie Eilish song, and it's fine. It's just the only one I know. So
I thought Billie Eilish was okay until I found out she had those huge milk cannons. Now I'm a fan.
Jesus, yeah, massive.
I think Shakira is good. But she has one unique voice.
But Shakira is from a different generation. Shakira was making music in the 90s.
She still has a great unique voice, and singers who have unique voices really make it in the music industry.
Shakira does that yodeling that's like trademark.
Also, listen to her fucking Colombian shit before she came to America. She's doing like straight rock music. She's not even doing pop stuff. It's like got guitars and all this
with a lot of artists. Like when you think of Angel Olsen, like some of her early stuff is very unique, very cool, like indie rock. And then once they get famous, it becomes the same computery pop crap, It's just not, they usually have a pretty distinct Coldplay. Coldplay had a really distinct sound.
A younger artist told me that music from 2008 to 2016 was top tier. I would argue that is some of the most annoying music, popular music that I ever heard. And I was credited saying that Kesha's TikTok was a symbol of like the downfall of humanity. And then they named an app after it. And it proved me to be correct.
I know. I ain't even gonna front. I like Kesha. I've said on other streams, I'm a Kesha fan, so I'm not gonna have the argument. Dude, Kesha is just straight up fun. Like we would go from playing shows like we hardcore punk shows and whatnot. 3 chords, lots of swearing, get off stage, go back to the apartment and just get stupid drunk listening to fucking Kesha. And it couldn't be more wildly different, but I like Kesha a lot, honestly.
I remember liking Kesha, but do we have like a Avril Lavigne or what was it, Lady Sovereign? No, okay.
Avril Lavigne's wannabe
like
punk. I respect Avril Lavigne. I believe that she died and was replaced by a clone or by a lookalike.
Yeah, the old Paul McCartney tactic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they Paul McCartney to Avril Lavigne for sure.
Yeah, I was an equivalent to like right now. As far as the argument of no, I'd agree with Leon to go off of that. I think the songs that we're naming, the ones that are notable, I guess, or not always mainstream, but you can tell like these people really have a hold on the audience. I think those would be the songs, or you can tell that that's from a certain decade in the future when we look back on it. Because there's a lot of duds, but I'm sure there was a whole bunch of fucking duds in the past, but we're not talking about them because they were that. So we'll know.
I can't name any song now, though, let alone name a song that will be big in 10 years still. Like when's the last time? What is the next, tub thumping? That one-hit wonder that just will never go away. The last one I can think of is that Goche song, Somebody That I Used to Know. That was like that moment's tub thumping. I can't think of another song since then that has kind of kept that level of it'll come on the radio. You'll be like, fuck, I remember this.
Steve Colbert needs to explain himself with that song. Ugh.
I've heard so many songs from past that when I hear them on the radio again, it's kind of like, oh, I remember this song. And some of the people I've worked with over the years would also say, oh yeah, I remember this song too. And it's just now whenever I hear somebody say that, it just makes me feel old, and I don't want to I don't want to remember.
Back then, we were forced to listen to music, though. It was whatever was available, what somebody else curated for us. But now we create our own playlists. And, me and probably so many others don't even listen to what is being recommended or put out.
Yeah,
I might play like a radio station or like similar to something that I'm listening to, but I already have like a playlist for like, different moods, different times of days and stuff like that. So I think we're really...
There was music for each demographic of a person. The boy bands for the girls, the boy bands that were for the girls. Every person had their own little demographic. Each song was meant for a certain group of people. Like heavy metal and goth music. Heavy metal music and goth music, you'd find emos listening to the most, it's kind of
hold on, you don't know shit about music history. Heavy metal and goth was not for emos, because emo didn't actually even exist till about 2003. Emo is a subgenre that spawned from there, but like you wouldn't have emos listening to it because it didn't exist yet. You might, like, goths would listen to goth music, absolutely, but emo didn't come about until Jimmy Eat World and a small underground sort of movement started it in 2003, give or take.
Well, goth and emo are the same to me.
They are not the same. No. When it comes to songwriting, first of all, music.
They both have.
I could not care less about what you have to say. As a musician who knows how to write both, they are very distinctly different styles of music.
Right,
they are not the same.
Christ.
You're not the only musician on the panel. Relax.
From uneducated individuals who don't know shit about music. Goth and emo are not the same. First of all, stylistically and aesthetically,
pedantics.
In terms of music writing, they are 100% not the same.
So next in other news.
Yeah, I would say the big problem right now with music nowadays is like, for me anyway, like I listen to a lot of YouTube playlists and big compilation mixes. The issue now is if like there's music I like, but now it's like, okay, well, tell me the name of the song and who it's by, and find that same song later. It's like I can't, I literally gotta pull up the playlist and remember where the music is to find it.
Yes, J-Fel, but it's the hard-hitting news.
Yeah,
that people come to respect us for.
Music matters, goddammit.
Yeah,
emo is a subgenre of goth or some shit. They all dark and sad.
No, Leon's head's about to explode. Don't say that stuff.
Don't give a damn. Don't give a damn. Fuck this shit. They all look weird. Hunched over like goddamn gargoyle with the rain in the background and what I've done, shit like that. That's what black people
Linkin Park.
I like more chill stuff. I would definitely recommend new bands that I like a lot are Always and Washed Out and a few others. Good. Yeah, there's.
I like music from the early 90s, 80s, and earlier. That's my favorite type of music.
I listen to everything.
I love Cockatoo Twins from the 80s and 90s. They're so cool.
Fucking Enzo over here is the only person besides me I know that listens to fucking city pop. So.
Yeah, future funk, city pop. I love all that stuff. I want a catchy beat, a catchy melody, and a chill. I want chill vibes. I want mellow. I'm like Jack Horner at the end of Boogie Nights. I want mellow.
Like, I gotta say, one of my favorite bands from the 80s is Talking Heads.
Oh, Talking Heads is amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah. My friends are in a national Talking Heads tribute band called Heartburn, and they're great.
I just want to say, I feel like AJ is kind of like Marky Mark at the end of Boogie Nights.
Oh, I don't know the reference.
He's a star. He's a big, bright, shining star.
Throughout the whole movie, they build up how big his cock is, and at the very end, you finally see it. So, like,
show it. You got to show it. You've been talking about it for 2.5 hours. You got to show it at the end of the movie.
Yeah. Like the movie literally ends on a frame of him taking his dick out, and you can see this fucking 10-incher or whatever.
It unfurls. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's also fake, by the way. Mark Wahlberg's
no shit, really?
Yeah, oh, really?
To be fair, I've heard that fucking Matthew McConaughey does really have something like that. So I want to, just say.
Oh yeah, what's his name? Young Magneto.
Did you think Hodor's donkey dick was real too in Game of Thrones?
I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe and young Magneto, whose name's escaping me.
Fassbender.
Fassbender, he's got a huge one. Liam Neeson's got a big old one. Who
Gabriel
else?
Iglesias, when he was making the stripper film. Oh God, I can't remember it. Something
Magic
like
Mike?
Yes, Magic Mike. He confirmed, he was like talking about Matthew McConaughey. He was like, he is huge.
Yeah, Fassbender could like beat a moose to death with that thing. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Y'all got this mental catalog of this big dicks and on point, on command. Like
they
exude
the big dick energy. You know?
I was gonna assume it was like they're pulling out names real quick.
Okay. I'm glad my white friends think so highly of me, though. I'm just gonna leave it there.
You're welcome, bro.
I was thinking though. I was thinking about it was a past stream. I don't know who it was. I think it was Leon, but talking about the white phrases. And
yeah, you and I were talking about that white phrases.
Yes, blow you to smithereens.
Yeah.
Or blown to smithereens. That's another one y'all had.
All right.
Blow you to smithereens. That's
what
a
in
good one.
Tarnation? Tarnation's
You're
a good
allowed
one.
to use these phrases, AJ.
Oh, we use them. We're saying y'all need to come up with some more.
All
Y'all
right.
lost your creative spark.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Beat with the ugly stick. That's one.
That's white people shit.
Yeah.
I would imagine. I've only ever heard white people say it.
I've only heard fall out the ugly tree. And it was black people telling me that.
My dogs are barking.
That's great.
With the
I
feet?
unfortunately have to bounce, so I've got something I need to take care of.
All right.
Cat's getting big.
The cat's
I know,
eyeballing Hondo.
Valkyrie is full grown. I don't think Valkyrie's getting any bigger.
Yeah.
Valkyrie's
Tell
beautiful.
everybody- oh, buddy, plug
Look at
yourself.
that
Tell everybody.
Say bye, Valkyrie.
Oh.
Everybody, in about an hour, we've got Late Night with Gooch coming up, so be sure to hit that up. I've got some shit to take care of before then, so thank you so much. Countercast tomorrow, veteran stream, all veterans. It's going to be awesome. We're going to talk about, frankly, a lot of stuff. State of decay of America, for one. And, it turns out Iraq wants to lower the age of consent to 9 years old. I'm sure we're all going to have opinions on that. Have a good rest of your night, everybody.
Bye, Leon.
Bye, buddy. All right. Oh, we got Gooch.
Yeah.
Big brother Gooch is in the chat. All right, so we got some.
Hi, Gooch.
Oh, you like
some
that blue
other-
collar? He could beat a moose to death.
Yeah, if you can see it from behind, like if he's like naked
Yeah,
from back and you can see it hanging between his legs, like
Yeah, he was in a movie where he was a sex addict.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I
That's
like
the movie I'm talking
Fassbender
about.
because he was in like 300
Shame.
and he was in, that's what it was. And
Well,
I was just
that
watching the
man's
movie with a friend. Like we're sitting on the couch getting stoned and what it was like, oh, there. Yeah, that's never leaving my brain ever. Jesus Christ.
he's a shower, not a grower,
Huge dicks deserve to breed.
Well, there's the old story that people with big donkey dicks have donkey brains. So
Yeah.
He seems intelligent, but he is an actor, so most of what he says is scripted by someone else, right?
that was definitely like tiny dicked aristocrats from back in the day starting that rumor,
Yes. It was like he's obviously stupid because of his big old wiener.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it's historically accurate Hercules? Have you guys seen that?
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, that's hilarious.
No, I didn't hear about that.
Oh, I'll bring it up.
Yeah, that's a Flash Kids cartoon, though, right?
It is.
Yeah, don't show that.
Yeah, I don't think we can. But here's one from Scoob. Poop
Yay.
on Pelosi's desk. A new neo-Nazi tiki torch and mysterious statues popping up in DC.
Yeah.
I can't
Great.
get over that fucking picture.
That's great.
Yeah, it is lovely.
But this is in protest to the January 6th protest, which is like,
Meta.
I don't think you're getting it.
Yeah, this
Now statues are popping up all over the place, and people have gotten permits and the statues are popping up to in use for self-expression.
Well, this is another one of those examples where they're trying to make fun of us or ridicule people, and it just seems like it's like in support. Like we're all going to be like, hell yeah, dude, the poop on the desk statue. It's awesome. We love it.
It's from a rumor. Some guy named Francis Miller was the name. This dude up in the Northeast
Frank
called
Miller?
and said, yeah, Frank Miller. It's called and said to the local FBI branch that he was the one that went in there and took a shit on Pelosi's desk. Spoiler alert, there was no feces or pee-pee in the Capitol building that day, but they arrested him anyway.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's great. They gave him they were going to sentence him to 4 years in prison for something that never happened. Because they're not the fascists.
Yeah, it's the National Park Service originally they granted the permit to a group called Civic Crafted LLC to display the statue until Wednesday evening, but then it got extended into an extra week through the evening of November 6th, the day after the election.
They went, it's a big turd on a desk. Let's leave this up.
The name of the statue the name of the
Go ahead,
statue
sorry.
is called the Resolute Desk and is meant to represent the heart of democracy.
What is it made out of? It looks like it's made out of bronze or metal or something. If it
It
is,
is certainly
does.
Impressive
bronze.
craftsmanship for sure.
Yeah, it is bronze.
That's expensive. That's expensive
Yeah,
to
it's probably
make.
heavy. Yeah.
They say here the power of the people finds its expression through the diligent efforts of those who serve the public good. When rioters broke in to destroy these ideals, this desk stands firm. So too,
Dude, that is
so
like a
too must the
That's
principles
not-
of equality, justice, and freedom that it represents.
That's not why they went in there. They went in there to uphold the ideals of the United States Constitution.
I
It's
just want to talk
amazing, the
about
gaslighting.
the Randy Marsh size turd here. You know, they
Yeah.
got like a record break. Like if that actually, like, because it's next to a phone, so you can see the size. Like if someone did that in real life, that would be like very commendable and
That's
amazing.
a lot of fiber.
That guy ate a whole bag of dog food. You know,
You okay, AJ?
AJ thought we were going to talk about
I'm
news.
good.
And
You
then a
picked up
tiki
Yeah, I
loads
really
of
don't
shit
know
from
where
your
this,
dog, right?
I really don't
Yeah,
know
and
the
then the
origin of this
torch
shit
was,
that y'all are talking about.
No,
Yeah,
it's fine. This has also rendered me speechless. I mean, just I saw the headline before I clicked on it. I had not seen the statue yet, and now that I see that it is just a desk with a massive turd on it.
Well, if
Is
you
there-
scroll down,
There
you'll
are other
see
statues, right?
Yeah, there's other
Yeah.
statues down there. Like one's a tiki torch in honor of
Yeah.
Donald Trump saying, talking about the
Charleston.
Nazis being good people.
Yeah,
Which
that
was
lie.
obviously a misquote. Right.
Yeah, that lie.
So I was reading the chat, and then we was talking about the Stan Marsh shit, and I just pictured when he took that shit, and he was just
Yeah.
like twisted.
Oh, Hot.
My favorite is Bono. Yeah.
Have you guys seen the Unity statue in DC? It's like $25 million commission. It's supposed to be Martin Luther King Jr. and his wife and someone else like embracing, but it's like three arms intertwined in such a bizarre looking design that it just looks like logs of shit. And it's in bronze.
That sounds weird.
All right, to answer Jacob in the chat, I don't care to shit on anybody's desk, because then I'm thinking I gotta walk around with that, like I can't immediately wipe. So
Yeah,
I don't want. I
I
don't want to
agree.
do it. That's too much effort, bro.
Sounds a little messy. I said I found this one.
Oh, I'm the only one who wants to answer that. Okay.
Yeah, I also would not want to poop on the desk.
How we go from shits to poop, bro?
For similar reasons.
If it was Nancy Pelosi's desk, it's worth it to just walk with a little bit of shit in your ass. Plus, if your ass is really hairy, then that's one thing. You'll get the dingleberries, but I think most people, it just comes out pretty smooth, and as
You
long
can
as
just wipe with your papers.
Yeah, there you
Sure,
go.
it's on your
Share that-
desk.
Share
You
my
can use
screen
those.
real quick.
I didn't want to talk about this, but I didn't want to be the only person to answer the question.
There it is.
Oh my!
Oh yeah, we saw this.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
That's the MLK Unity statue in Boston.
Yeah, very strange.
Freaking thing. I mean, I get what they were trying to do, but the
I don't get what
execution
they're
is
trying to
just
do.
terrible. Look at that. Ugh.
Okay, it looks like those hands are holding up someone's ass right
Right.
there.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't look good. $25 million or something ridiculous like that. Taxpayer money.
But yeah, some weird ass statues are popping up all over DC, and maybe I should drive over and just see how many there are.
Oh yeah. Okay. So in Louisville, ABC revokes the liquor license of a Nulu strip club that fronted as a restaurant. It was called the Gentleman's Club. In Louisville, Kentucky, the Metro Alcohol Beverage Control is cracking down on a business it said was posing as a restaurant when it actually functions as a strip club. Louisville Metro ABC said Market Street Bar and Grill, located at 319 East Market Street in Nulu, was doing business as the Gentleman's Club. This week, ABC just revoked the business's liquor license, saying the club violated the city's nudity ordinance. According to ABC detectives, the business Facebook group is full of posts that display half-dressed women and stripping poles. The Facebook page also has flyers talking about parties and a grand opening. ABC regulations state that the business operating as a restaurant must have 50% of its sales from food and alcohol. ABC said that it found that there were no servers, tables for dining, kitchen staff, or food storage at the Market Street Bar and Grill, and the inspector said that there was only a menu which offered pizza, and he found 10 frozen pizzas at the location. So this is, one of those things, A, for effort, guys, but yeah, they're going to find out. They're going to catch on.
Yes.
I mean, it's one of those things where, you can't be, skirting the law around this kind of stuff. They didn't serve an adequate amount of food, and they applied for a liquor license in which they said that they were going to serve food, and really all they served is dances, says ABC director Brad Silveria. So again, that sounds like a great restaurant idea, assuming they actually did have food. And it's not too late. It's not too late to for them to, they did apparently spend $10,000 on quote unquote pizza ovens, which I don't know if that's a true or overinflated price or what. But if you've got the gear back there and the kitchen stuff, I understand opening a restaurant's expensive and risky endeavor financially. And the idea of topless waitresses is kind of appealing. You're like going a step above Hooters and Twin Peaks and those places.
That $10,000 probably is not inflated. They're probably including the cost of the freezer, which might be a stand freezer, which is not cheap.
Right.
And the pizza oven, which is on racks, it just goes through the oven, and probably cleaning equipment and things like that. So $10,000 for a whole pizza setup probably is not that inflated.
Which racks are we talking about that the pizza would be going on?
The ones with the big pepperonis on them, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh boy.
Again, which pepperoni we talking about?
Whoa.
All right. So I found this one.
Pink pigeons.
Yesterday. A rare pink pigeon successfully reared at the zoo. A rare pink colored pigeon has been successfully hand reared by staff at the Devon Zoo. Paddington Zoo said its bird team had cared for pink pigeons, species endemic to the Mauritius. I'm assuming that's kind of like a scientific designation, considered to be endangered by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. According to the Wildlife Organization, BirdLife, the global population of pink pigeons was as low as 9 in 1991. The zoo said a technique by one of their bird keepers, Tom Tooley, involving attaching a catheter to a syringe, which could be gently placed in the baby's tongue during feeding, helped to rear the species for the first time. Mr. Tooley's technique has been taught across the world, but the recent rearing of the pink pigeon at the zoo was a first time it had been done there.
Stephen King.
I assume not the writer. Stephen King, chief executive officer at the Wildlife Planet Trust, who runs Paddington Zoo, said rearing a pink pigeon had marked a fantastic year for the site's breeding programs. King says Tom's skilled approach to hand rearing this squab, along with collaborative efforts of a dedicated bird team, is yet another testament to our zoo-based expertise and wildlife conservation. So, I did not see it there, but there was a rumor that their bird poop is also pink.
How sweet.
Just throwing that out there.
How
So like when one lands on your windshield, you're like, oh, it's bird. Oh, it's pink.
Yeah, I would think, oh my God, that pigeon is not healthy. You know, I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, whoa.
But now we know he's a little miracle.
There's
Yeah,
definitely
pink
some
pigeon
blood
now.
in
You
there.
start looking for a rare bird somewhere. You're like, whoa,
For a
it's
pink
out there.
For a pink pigeon, it looks brown.
Well, yeah, like most birds, like penguins, for instance, you know, when they grow, you know, they grow up and they get their foliage later. They all look like brown turds when they're born.
Like that pink pigeon the person's holding does not look pink to me. They look like they're brown and cream colored.
That does look like a normal pigeon.
Now there
Okay,
it
that
looks
looks
pink.
pink.
Yeah,
Yes,
there you
that
go.
one
looks-
does.
So it's more of a pink hue more than it is just like straight up pink. It almost looks like it's basically an albino pigeon.
That's a
that's
derpy flamingo.
that's
That's
a
a
scientific name.
that's a pigeon. That's like in the cartoons when they're trying to disguise itself as some other fucking shit. So you're trying to be a flamingo. So you want to dip yourself in like pink paint. I'm not watching. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Okay.
I'm muted now.
No, don't. It does. I'm just gonna back you. I'm not even sure what you were talking about, but you know what? Damn it, AJ, I believe in you, and I want y'all to believe in him too.
You motherfuckers never seen like Tom and Jerry. What was the one episode? I remember it was the episode and the news was like there's a white mouse and if it like hit something, it's gonna explode. So Jerry went and dipped himself in white paint and then he kept fucking with Tom because Tom heard it on the news.
Oh, I've seen that episode.
I'm about to say I'm too deep in, man. Y'all.
I was gonna say it was like I'm trying my
remember
best
that
here, man, but I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
No, man, I'm
Jerry-
with you. I'm with you. That could
Yeah.
absolutely happen, Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it
Why am I
did. but I
explaining
couldn't
Tom and Jerry so passionately right now? Move along, man.
See, look at this. Look at Dax.
I fucking remember that episode.
Okay, I believe you. Okay, I was very bummed to hear this because I don't want him anywhere near it. Josh Gad teases Spaceball sequel script, and everybody who's read it is blown away. I somehow don't believe this in the slightest that anyone is blown away. John Candy is gone. You know, it's just I don't feel like this would be a very
Says Joan Rivers.
Is Josh Gad gonna play the new Mog?
Probably.
It could be possible that everyone's blown away by how bad it is. You know, you're not actually
figured it out.
specifying.
It says everyone who's read it. Josh Gad is the only person who's read it.
There you go. That too. He's
yeah. When interviewed about his own script, Josh
Blew
Gad is
myself
working on a
away.
sequel to Spaceballs alongside Josh Greenbaum, whose name I'm not immediately familiar with. I know you guys are a little bit more versed in pop culture than I am. Does that name mean anything to anybody?
No,
not to me. He did. He's involved with the Squid and the. Did he do that movie? Well, no, he did Strays, and I don't know, The Short Game. A bunch of nonsense. I don't know. Nothing too great.
And-
what am I thinking of?
Mel Brooks, of course. You know,
I haven't
you
seen
would- you would-
Spaceballs.
Okay, well, you should.
That's news.
Oh,
Everybody.
Amazon. There's another red flag right there.
It's pretty fun.
Nah,
it's a fun movie. Man,
Yeah,
we ain't
it's fun.
found shit. It's like my favorite part of the whole movie.
That's
The one thing I like about the Mel Brooks movies is he gets racist as hell on some of those, and he never gets in trouble for it. I mean, look at
because he's
Blazing
not
Saddles.
because it's not racism.
Yeah.
It's comedy. There's
Yes,
huge difference.
exactly. And
Yeah.
people nowadays will say, it's racist. No, it's fucking funny as hell. I mean, look at Blazing Saddles.
This is before
back the power
Obama
of white
came and
people.
polarized everything.
Yeah. I didn't know she was Jewish.
She doesn't look Jewish. Yeah.
That one scene, the black sheriff, when they're trying to
right.
get the
The sheriff is
the
near.
KKK guys, and he gets pulled out by his buddy. Black guy goes,
Yeah.
"Hey, where are all the white women at?"
It's a great line I say all the time. and I mean it too.
You said it at the meetup.
Yeah.
Well,
That meetup was fun.
It is 20 past the hour, and normally I would have Enzo do this, but we have Boosh McFadden. And Boosh!
Oh, uh-oh.
Why don't you tell me what's going on in the weather?
Oh, there was a freak storm in Australia off the coast of Sydney that washed up a bunch of interesting little black balls. And they thought it was tar. Turns out, after a month of inspecting these bizarre little nodules, it was human shit.
Cool.
Nice. Now, what's the
they could smell it, and it took them a month to figure out that it was poop.
Ooh. So, you were saying if you're out in that town, you may want to bring an umbrella.
Or, get rid of all of the Indian immigrants who had been shitting on that particular beach.
Or an umbrella.
Was there any proof that
fuck is
it wasn't just airplane?
Don't know.
All right. Thank you, Boosh.
I don't think it was an airplane. I think it was human shit.
That was lovely. Clear skies.
Yeah.
So, back to Spaceballs. Let's see what was who said it. I said the actor will produce and star in the film for Amazon's MGM Studios. Okay, now I'm even more leery because it's Amazon.
Yep.
Hey, it's never been a good sign for anything. Let's see. Everybody who's read it has been blown away. The process of working with this alongside Mel Brooks has been one of the highlights in my career, besides being the snowman in Frozen and the fat guy in Book of Mormon. Those are the only two things I can really think about him in that's where he's been remotely entertaining. I do not like Josh Gad. I think he's a douche pickle. I think his talent is overrated. He generally plays like one type of character, and I don't like the type of character that he's typecast into. I usually they're kind of like a retarded version of comic relief, and I don't find.
Just look at the picture of him in the related stories down there with his little fedora. I mean, says all you need to know.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, just even right here, and I was like, there's another thing too that I've been noticing. So we were talking about women and their septum piercings. It like stupid gay colored glasses frames are that for guys.
Yeah.
So if you see a guy walking around and he has some very ostentatious, glasses like myself, these are wire framed. There's not anything cut and dry about it. It's nothing. It's not attention seeking. I just need them to see better. Okay, I'm not making a fashion statement.
Your glasses say, "I have a story to tell."
Mine are regular black frames. I mean,
He wants someone to say, "Where did you get those glasses?"
Absolutely.
He wears them.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, you can see they're kind of tinted. Those might not even be for vision correction. That's just to kind of offset his all black outfit. You know what I mean? It's a douchey thing to do, and I find mostly people who use those are quite annoying.
I'm also shallow as fuck, so maybe don't bring attention to your ugly ass face.
Ouch. Ouch.
But you know what? We are about like an hour and a half in. I think we're gonna have like one or two stories left here, unless anybody has anything noteworthy. But I see Josh.
I had a funny
Gad
story from Wisconsin.
Oh, I would love to see it. I was just saying, I see Josh Gad and his dumb glasses, and I've just lost the will to live. So I see no reason to continue. Life has become a joke, and this talentless fat loser is going to be making the next Spaceballs movie, and we're all going to have to grit and bear it.
Now, what if
to
it's
you,
actually
Boosh.
funny? Are we gonna walk this back and say we were wrong?
No, because I still hate him.
Okay.
I was like, a blind squirrel's got to find a nut every now and then.
All right.
You know.
Yeah, if it's good, we'll just give senile Mel Brooks all the credit and Green Bomb. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that better. I like that.
It is weird that you're bragging that I am working alongside Mel Brooks, and it's like, yeah, Mel Brooks is like 100 years old right now. So, what does that mean?
Yeah. No, it's like those same guys who are like, "Hey, I'm touring with Frankie Valli," and was like, "No, we all saw that video, bro."
We're like propping his corpse up and helping sing for him, basically.
All right.
I don't really have anything noteworthy unless you really like cheese.
Who doesn't?
Shared down below.
Jeez, but here we have something brought to you by our internet bully, Boosh McFadden.
To preface this, which this is actually a good story. This lady decided to drink a few beers. She was not heavily intoxicated, but she was intoxicated, and decided to call the cops and try to swat her neighbor, claiming he was running around shooting dogs in the area. Cops were right down the road, got the call, and went, "There's no one shooting." And she's still on the phone with dispatch saying he's shooting them right now. Dispatch is like, "What's your name?" Wouldn't give her name. Someone recognizes her voice. She's done this kind of stuff before. She was charged with felony false reporting, I think it was what it was called.
Yeah.
$1,000 bail, but she's getting charged with a felony. So she's in the back of the squad car here. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's the cops' job to go around shooting dogs. So when they hear someone's cutting in on their action, they get there really quick to make sure.
ATF, actually. These are just regular Waukesha, Wisconsin cops. They deal with this all the time. So just to show you how classy this broad is.
Hair on my face? No. Really? I can't breathe.
You can't breathe?
Blocking my breath. I can't breathe.
I think the drinking was an issue tonight.
I can't breathe.
What are you doing?
I can't breathe.
I'm watching you breathe.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
You can talk.
Stop what you're doing. Oh my God. Because they have criminal charges.
Did she just fart really loud?
She absolutely did.
I'm breathing from my ass.
So no one else can either. That's how classy people in Wisconsin are. But they are charging her with a felony for swatting someone. So that needs to happen a little more often. People are, having their doors broken in and they're not getting any compensation for it. The cops might actually kill someone from swatting. So it's nice to see at least some part of the country is starting to take that seriously and charge them with felonies.
Yay.
A little more serious.
Actually, I'm going to argue with that. I think that's where the whole problem started. That line doesn't work when you're black.
Oh.
That's why people marched. No, everybody says it now. Everybody says it now. A lot of people, they say it when they're cuffed. I understand when you're handcuffed, it's not supposed to be comfortable. A lot of overweight people say it all the time when they're getting handcuffed, and some people just want to be troublemakers and cause a scene because everybody's got a cell phone now.
I want a lot of body footage. They struggle, and it's going to hurt if you struggle.
Well, it's also if
they're
fat,
hurting themselves.
Yeah, I mean, fat people just have it's hard to breathe anyway for them. So, it wouldn't be hard if they think. It wouldn't be far-fetched just that they think they can't breathe right now,
Yeah, no, that'd be me. I haven't done I mean, like I do try to take care of myself, but like besides like when I was playing like sports in like high school and then like some college, like if I had to like flat out like full on like run from like the police, like I'd be like, I can't breathe. It's not your fault.
Please let me catch my breath. Please let me catch my breath before you get on me. I'm dying.
I should have been prepared for this moment.
I made a huge mistake.
Yeah.
If I'm running from the cops, it's going to be in a car.
I remember seeing this one video where this guy was running from the cops, and in process of running, his pants fell down because he was so damn fat he couldn't hold them up.
Hell yeah.
I've seen that happen.
That's how you know you're getting. There's that moment where you're getting fat and your pants, like they don't fit anymore because they can't go all the way up. So like, yeah.
Your gut keeps pushing them down. You're like, hey, I'm losing weight. They fit nicer.
Right.
Hey,
add insult to injury and the comedy to it. What was great about that one video though is not only did they fall down, he fell down too. And nothing's funnier than watching a fat guy fall.
It's funny because he's fat.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, blue collar, your sexual escapades don't count.
Yes.
And was it comfortable, blue collar? I'm betting no.
All right.
No, it's not supposed to be.
We got another one.
I don't think
Can you put the fuzzy handcuffs on me, please?
I don't think it may have been for sexual encounters for blue collar. It might be, you know, it's handcuffed to something to keep him away.
It's like for everyone else's safety.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. So in Singapore, a court bans woman from entering her brother's room to clean it against his will. Singapore Family Court recently issued a partial domestic exclusion order against a woman who had allegedly been forcefully entering her adult brother's room at odd hours of the night to clean. And this happened on Halloween. Two Singaporean siblings obtained court orders against each other following a bizarre legal dispute that left the judge scratching their head. A woman managed to get a protection order against her brother who had reportedly physically assaulted her, while he got a domestic order banning her from entering his room, which happens to be why he assaulted her in the first place. A third sibling told the court that tensions between the two had been rising for years, particularly because their sister would come into the brother's room in the middle of the night to clean it, infringing on his privacy and preventing him from sleeping. One day, the man just snapped. I can't believe they sided with the dude here. I accept that ordinarily a sibling cleaning another sibling's room would be harmless and indeed a loving act, and most certainly not amount to harassment, the judge said, clarifying that in certain circumstances, what may be considered harmless for some can be very distressful for others. According to the brother, for the past 8 years, his sister routinely barged into his room at night to clean it, completely disregarding his protests and need for privacy. In the beginning, she came in at around 9 p.m., but then she started arriving at 11 p.m. and sometimes stayed until 4 in the morning cleaning the room. Even if she sometimes left early, she would return in the middle of the night and clean until morning. My God. Yeah, it's one of those things where groundbreaking kind of law order here, or at least in the Philippines. I mean, yeah, I mean, where does the line of privacy end? You know,
I mean,
if I'm masturbating,
yeah, I was just about to say, you know, the guy needs him to masturbate, and she's not giving him.
He should just be naked all the time, and she'll stop going in there, you know, without knocking. You know, yeah, exactly.
You'll go blind. I'll come in to make sure.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, she's trying to prevent him from masturbating. You know, like he's one of those. You know.
Oh yeah.
She's probably like a schizo or some shit.
She doesn't want him in the goon cave, you know, so she's got to be in there for 5 hours to make sure he's not gooning.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, that makes sense actually. But still, these people are 40 years or older, you know. So I mean, this is something where you guys
something else going on here, right? Like
40.
That's why they tell you don't move in with your bands. You know, you guys get a house together. You're like, we'll practice all the time. But then the band breaks up because of the dishes, you know. the band will break up over who's vacuuming, you know, and mowing the lawn.
Or breaking into my room while I'm trying to masturbate.
Okay, so that's what we're calling gooning now.
No. Gooning, you know what gooning is.
No, I don't.
Gooning is when you have like a masturbation station with like multiple monitors showing multiple types of pornography at once.
Oh, I call that
quite a thing. It's apparently a thing. It's a thing. Yeah,
it's like jerking off in the bat cave. It's
you have a masturbation cave, a masturbatorium. It's called.
Yes. On that note,
yeah,
I think we're gonna end it off here, guys. You get your news everywhere, but you got it from here tonight, and I'd like to thank all of my panelists. Scoob, what do you got going on for the rest of the week, or starting the week?
I got nothing. Really, I got nothing but free time. For once, for once, I got nothing but free time, with the exception of mod duty for certain channels.
Well, you know that I loved having you on. I always enjoy hanging out with you when possible. Boosh! What's going on with you?
We'll probably be checking out Gooch tonight. You're going to be on Gooch?
I will not be on Gooch.
Not be on Gooch. I'll have to check that out for a little bit. I think Enzo's got something going on. I might check that out. I want to kind of get a good amount of sleep tonight. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to make a ton of money. People will be ordering out from all over the place tomorrow, morning, noon, and night. And I'm going to try to. Gas prices are coming down a little bit, so it should be a nice chunk of change I make tomorrow.
Nice.
Awesome.
Enzo.
Yeah, well,
congratulations on 500 subscribers.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, so I am going to be streaming after Gooch's at midnight tonight. And yeah, I have 500 even subs. If I can get just a handful or two extra just to be safe, if I'm still over 500 tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a big karaoke party stream right after Mischief Movie Mayhem. Did I crap out for a second? Sorry. I was saying, yeah, hopefully if I'm still at 500 subs tomorrow, I'll do a big karaoke stream tomorrow if I'm still at 500. So hopefully I can get to 505, 515, somewhere around there just to be safe. Cause I know, sometimes after you do a live stream, YouTube likes to gank some of those subs. So that'll be going on tonight and hopefully tomorrow night. And then Wednesday, The Howling Part 5 Rebirth. That is going to be another full length commentary track that we got coming out Wednesday. So that'll be fun. It's a terrible movie.
What was the movie?
Howling 5.
The Howling.
The Rebirth.
Howling
yeah.
5.
It's basically the stupid party game. It's the party game Werewolf, but as a movie, and it's so boring. I loved it. So
I saw the
2:30
first
Central
one.
Time.
Yeah, I saw the first one. The first one was pretty good.
Yeah, first one's good.
Oh,
Second
no,
one
first one's
is a
good.
batshit schlock. The third one is really weird. Fourth and fifth one are terrible. The sixth one is badass. The seventh one awful. Eighth one awful. Remake awful.
God.
The Howling is quite a franchise, but
I didn't
part
realize
6
there
is
were
actually
that many.
great. If you haven't seen
No,
it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought they were.
They're
5.
not really related. They're all kind of disconnected too.
Last but not least, Abomination AJ. What do you got going on, brother?
So Sunday, none. Streaming Tuesday, Tighten Up Tuesday. So I'm doing that. Besides that, just subscribe to the channel. We'll see what happens.
All right. Yeah, I thought you said you had a new Saturday morning show in the works or something like that. Or
I haven't been consistent with it because I'm trying to figure out time slot. That's my special jiu-jitsu class that I like going to during that time. So I'm just like, man, do I really just trying to work that out to make it because I want to make it work.
okay, absolutely.
But that will be like a panel show, I guess. So something like this. So it's cool to see you do this, Sammy. Finally become a fucking YouTuber. Make videos and shit. And so yeah, the stream is cool. Something like this though. I want to do on a Saturday morning. So I got to get some of y'all together so we can make that happen. So I can commit to that.
As always, I'm more than happy to help you do that. And you know what, guys? Thank you so much. This has been In Other News with SAMMY3PEAT. If you guys are going to, in about a half hour or so, if you go to Diabolical Souls, you'll see Late Night with the Gooch. He's got a Dynamite panel lined up there. If you're looking to check me out, obviously you're on my channel, but you can also follow me at X at SAMMY3PEAT. Other than that, stay informed. Good night, guys.
Good night.